Hello and welcome. I've been working really hard on an upcoming episode, which should be out really soon, but I had to stop everything to talk about this movie I just saw because I just cannot believe that it is not a cult film that, still gets midnight screenings. It was such a weird movie, and I just don't understand how it fell into obscurity, so let's talk about it. The film at hand is the 1973 TV movie The Girl Most Likely To, starring Stockard Channing. Now, most of you would know Stockard Channing as Rizzo in Grease.
Look at me, I'm Sandra D, lousy with virginity.
And if you don't know her past that, she's had a very lucrative career, and she's a really good actress that she's really good at being sassy.
Tell me more. Sounds like a drag.
Or she could be vulnerable.
I wish he still loved me.
Or she could just be downright funny.
Did you know there's no 911 in this country? Did you know that?
I told you where he was, Mom.
I'm working.
In The Girl Most Likely To, she's all of the above. In this movie, Stockard Channing plays Miriam, a not-so-attractive girl that hops from college to college hoping to find a boy that will love her. She's obviously got prosthetics and a fat suit on, and I gotta say, the first half of this movie is really sad. I mean, the whole world just kind of shits on her. She's abandoned at drive-ins, her roommate treats her like crap, and there's this one scene that's really hard to watch. She meets this doctor, and he's really nice to her, and she really starts to fall for this guy, and then it turns out to be an evil trick, and he's actually has all his colleagues watching, and they start laughing, and she does this thing that really breaks my heart because I know where she's coming from, where she's so humiliated, but she doesn't want them to see her defeated, so she goes along with it, and she's bowing and laughing, and then she just runs to the parking lot and just breaks down. And it's really heartbreaking to see because you know that people do this where they try to laugh at themselves before everyone else can laugh at them. After one night where she once again gets humiliated by everyone, she is just hysterical, and she jumps in her car and she gets in this horrible car accident where she winds up in a body cast. And when they remove the bandages, she's beautiful. Now, first of all, I was hospitalized once, and let me tell you, it was a damn production to get someone to help me out of the bed so I could pee. So I want to know, who was the orderly that took the time to do her makeup before the big reveal of her face? Now, I want to mention that earlier in this series, I reviewed a movie called Ash Wednesday, which is somewhat similar, starring Elizabeth Taylor, and she had plastic surgery, and she gets a new look on life. I don't know if there was some idea going around that plastic surgery fixes lives that was really popular in the 1970s, but both films came out in 1973, but they're very different films. Ash Wednesday is a soapy melodrama where a woman with low self-esteem gets a second chance at life. The Girl Most Likely To, well, it's a revenge film. Now that she's beautiful, she's gonna get revenge on everybody that's ever treated her badly. This is first revealed in the hospital, and she comes across the doctor that humiliated her earlier in the film. She poses as a nurse, and I was like, oh, how's she gonna get him back? Is she gonna, get him in a closet and take his clothes and leave? Or even worse, like push him out into the hall so everyone can see him with no clothes on? So what does she do?
Ah! What did you do? I told you, one day you'd go after the wrong woman. I'll be all cold in a minute. That's right.
Oh, this is the emergency appendectomy.
That's right, Doctor.
Funny, he looks a lot younger than when I examined him. Well, let's get to work. Where is that nurse with the plasma? It's too late. He's dead. Dead.
I did not see that coming. So yeah, her revenge plot is murder. She goes around and starts murdering She starts murdering everyone that's ever done her wrong. The murders get more and more ridiculous.
Miriam! 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 Now this is not funny. I mean, the water is up to my knees.
What is that towel made of? The whole time I'm watching this film, I'm thinking, oh, this is gonna be one of those things where it turns out it was all a dream and she's gonna wake up right after the accident and none of this happened. No. This is real f***ing life, people. For some reason, Ed Asner's in this film. I don't know if he desperately had a debt he needed to pay off, but it was definitely a weird role for him. He plays a cop that's hot on her trail. Most of you probably would recognize Ed Asner as the voice of the old guy in the Pixar movie Up.
Ah! What is that thing?
It's a snake.
There's no such thing as a snipe.
But for me, he'll always be the guy that hates spunk.
You know what? You got spunk.
Well,
I hate spunk.
So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I mean, is it a legit good movie? No. Is it a great movie? Yes. I don't understand how this isn't paired as a double feature with the movie Heathers. I mean, this movie is so weird and it's so like that's all I can say. If you haven't already started looking for this movie, look for it. It's not hard to find. It's an hour and 15 minutes long. You will not be disappointed. Watch this movie. So like I said, I'm gonna have another episode out really soon, one that I've been working on for a long time. So in the meantime, watch The Girl Most Likely 2.